Hi guys, I'm Amit and you're watching me on CvPrepp. So in the last video, we discussed about how as a fresher, you should be ready for applying to the jobs. In today's video, you can see the topic for the discussion is how to apply jobs in startup. Now, when it comes to search, right? The market is dominated by the bigger players like TCS, Accenture, and most of the time you will see recruitment coming up in these companies. And if there is any opening coming up into smaller companies, which is startups, which may become very big at any given day, you don't get to find those companies, right? So the trick is in finding those companies and then applying for the job. So in today's video, we're going to discuss the process which you need to follow and get a job there. So it is going to be interesting. Now, before I go ahead, right, I would request all of you who's watching this video, please share this video to more and more people into your college network or into your employee network so everyone can take a benefit out of this and it helps all the people. It reaches out to the maximum people. So let's get started. Now, when it comes to applying for the job, right, it's always a three-step process. So let me just show you the process and then I will let you know how you can find all these things. So these are the three process that you need to apply. So first thing, you have to find out the startup companies that are growing, then just get connected to the important people there and then apply for the jobs. Now, as easy it is being written out there, it's not so simple and you need to do a lot of hard work to get in there, right? So always it starts with a research. So when I mention, right, find the growing startup companies, you have to go ahead and do a bit of research on what are the list of those startup companies. So how do you find that? How do you find the list of those startup companies? Let's move to Google and do that. So for making it convenient, what I've done, I just did a Google search, startup companies who have been funded recently in India. Now, funding, we can take it as a parameter of growth when it comes to startup companies. So generally the startup gets funded when it is growing, right? If it is not growing, no one will put their money on that. So if it is growing, then only it gets invested. People invest money in that. So I just did a Google search and you get a lot of website results, right? No, just open up any few of them, like 4 or 5 from the list that is coming up. Now, these are some of these are the big websites, Easy Leads. Then we have Inc. 42. Then we have Economic Times. Again, it's there. Track.in. So these are like important websites. Now you need to go into each of these websites and make a list of these things, right? What you need to do, you need to make a sorry for that break. Okay, you need to find the list of those startup companies. So how do you find that? So I will just open any website. So this is EN tracker. So where is that EN tracker? This is this EN tracker that is coming up. Funding in Indian startup this week, 5th July to 10th July. Now I open up this website and this is an article written, right? And this in this article, it is mentioned about, now I'm not sure about like how genuine this website is, but looking into the previous article history of this website or blog, right, I can understand that they're okay, they're tracking the startup market of India. So probably this is going to be accurate. So what I found it here, they have mentioned few startup companies and they have mentioned how much revenue or maybe like how much funding they have generated from here. Now, if I look from the top, right, Ola, it's a big company. I will ignore that. I'm not interested in Ola. Falenco, it's a big company. I'm not interested in that. Pine Labs, it is again a little bigger company. It's mid-sized company, I will call. Then there is something called Spinny. I haven't heard of Spinny. What is this? Let's go down below. There is something called DealShare, ShipRocket, Wahak, TeachMeet, Infra.market, right? Now here they have mentioned about what this business is doing. And second thing, how much fund they have generated from this. Now, depending on your niche, your interest, right, you can select one particular company. So let's say we go ahead with Wahak. This name is actually in Hindi and it resonates with my past experience somehow. So I will just go ahead with the Wahak. right? So now what you need to do, you need to make a list of these companies which are lesser known at this point of time and have a potential to grow. So Vaha, Shiprocket, Dealshare, then same way you go to a next website. So this is, what is this website? This is VCC Circle. Okay, I don't need this one. We have some track as a website, track.in. Yeah, this is one website. So I found it like in the details is mentioned of April. So this is still fine. I'm happy with April, March, right? Whatever is mentioned, I will go here and I will check in the list of the name of the companies. So for an example, if you look into the startup name, right? Baiju, it's a famous name. Misho, it's a famous name. Swiggy, Grow, these are all famous names. Bildara, I haven't heard of this company, though it's backed by Hindustan Media Ventures, right? So I will go ahead and research this company. I will make a list of this company. I will add this to my list. Okay, there is no previous and next option in over here. Then let's say in March 2021, there is a company called Skillovilla .pay, right? I haven't heard of these companies, Unifor, right? So these are startup companies which are growing in nature. Now again, there is like a website called Startup Talkie. So in this Startup Talkie, let me just close this one and move it to the top. So again, this Startup Talkie, I found it from some like Google search itself. Okay, I did another Google search, find the list of recently funded startups in India. Now, again, from here, I have this website called Startup Talkie. So if I come here in the Startup Talkie website, it gives me a list of the recently funded companies worldwide for August, right? Now, I don't need to find like a worldwide. If your goal is to reach worldwide, you can still follow this approach. My focus in currently to apply for jobs in India. So I will search for India over here, right? Now, as I do this, I just did a control F and it shows me there are like 222 companies in India, 222 startups basically, which has been funded. Now, if I look into a company called, here it's a Zwork, then again, I will do a search. I will find the next company after Zwork, it's AG Next. Then we have, okay, this is Indian Police. So then there is something called Mensa Brands, right? Then we have something called Small Case. Okay, Small Case is a bigger brand. Then we have Smart Express. Then we have Zoopy, Upskill You. So the objective is you need to find out the list of the companies who has been recently funded. That is a parameter that, okay, that company is growing, right? Now, I will select one particular company. Let's say we have this company, Vaha. Now, if you're watching till now, don't quit at this moment, because at the end, I'm going to share you a very interesting thing, which will really help you in this journey. So keep watching till the end. So I will take this example of Vaha, right? So what I will do now, I will go to LinkedIn. Let's open my LinkedIn. Okay, it is taking a bit of time. Okay, and I will search for that organization. So we have Vahak out here. So let's come in Vahak. The spelling. So is it Vahak? Yeah. So you see, I have got the list of the companies over here. So I will select the company. Now, the best part about these companies, unlike TCS and Accenture, there won't be too many employees within this company. I will just open the page of the company, right? And you come here, you see there is only 39 employees at this point, which is there in the LinkedIn. Now, that simply means there isn't much of competition within this organization, right? There are very few people. The scope of growth is very, very high. There will be job openings, but you need to connect with these people to understand what are the different job opening. Now, let's say if you're connecting to a people who is in TCS and Accenture, right? There are a lot of people, a lot of projects, and somehow people are not aware what are the current openings, right? So even if you are sending out an email or if you're applying through Naukri or LinkedIn, that goes most of the time in junk, right? So you have to be very, very specific when you are targeting a certain section. So I opened up the list of employees Now here, right, just look for people who are hiring. So I found that this guy, Vikas Chandrawat. Vikas, if you're listening, I'm sorry, I'm using this profile for showing an example. But yes, he is the co-founder and CPO at VAC. I'm not sure what is the full form for CPO, but yeah, he's a co-founder for this. And he has mentioned we are hiring, drop CV at hr@vahak.in. So this is a clear sign that, okay, the company is hiring. Now that hiring can be of any role, you are not aware of that. So what you need to do, you need to connect with this person. Now, don't only connect with this person, try to connect, as there is only 39 people in this organization, you can connect with most of them. And that will be the most effective use of LinkedIn, right? So connect with all the employees over here. Let's say I connect with this, just add a note. Hi, Vikas. I will be glad to be connected, to be in your network. Simple. Nothing flashy or fishy out here. Hi Vikash, I will be glad to be in your network. Simple. You can mention anything else if you want to, but this is plain and simple. I will just send it across, right? So this is how you will start connecting to these people. Now, the next part, right? You will start approaching. So in the process that I mentioned, we have got, right? First you did the research of the company. You have made a list that, okay, these are the company that I need to target. Then the next step, you come to LinkedIn and find out the people or the employees into those companies which are hiring, right? Connect with their product manager, hiring manager, and those kind of people. The next thing is apply for the jobs. Now here is the most trickiest part, how you will be applying for the job, right? Because this isn't Naukri or this isn't anything, right? So there are two ways generally people apply in LinkedIn. You can directly send a CV to this guy, Vikas Chandrawat, right? You can directly send a CV. Once he is connected to you, you can do a chat and you can send out his CV. The better way, right, of applying to a startup or sending out your CV is once you are connected to these people, correct? Let me open up my network. I will show you how you can do this. So once that person is connected, let me go back and let me open up person. Okay, let's say this person, he is head of sales France at Ergonomic Solutions. So this is a company which is selling ergonomic chairs, ergonomic thing, right? So I will just open up his profile. He's into my network and here is the contact info. So just open up this contact info and you will see the email ID of that person, right? So there are two ways. First way is when that hiring person, when I was sending a note, that email ID was directly mentioned. So I will send out an email to that. Next one is this, right? You can just come to this person, connected person, after he has been connected with you, and come to this contact info and get the email ID and send an email to that person. Now, the most important thing here is what you need to send an email. So I will be giving out that exact template, what you need to use. Now you can like use the same template or you can modify it accordingly what you are liking. Also put it up in the comment box if you think if you need to improve something over into this email. So I will share this link from where you can get the entire template and you can use the same template to send an email to those person, right? So what is this email saying? Subject, application for the role of. So you will get to know what is the job openings that is available into those startups, right? And the best part is you can apply for multiple jobs, correct? So this thing, right, that I'm mentioning, this is both for experience and fresher. Even an experienced person can apply for the startup jobs, right? If you're a fresher, still you can apply. Now, how do you have to apply is you need to give the subject name, definitely when you are sending out an email application for the role of, and then put the job role. Then hi, the name of the person whom you are sending out this email. Then just you have to mention like this, congratulations on the tremendous success of your company name. Now the name of the company is this, like whatever I mentioned, XXXX. You put up the company name over there. In this case, let's say I will put Vahak. Then You need to mention I was going through an article where I came to know about Vahak. I researched on this and found it to be very interesting. And I truly believe Vahak is going to reach tremendous heights. And I would be glad if I get an opportunity to work along, right? So this is the point where you need to start writing that. You need to get along nicely with that person. So when he is reading about reading your email, he should feel that, okay, this person knows about what I'm doing, what our company is doing, right? And then he will go ahead. So now I have like broken this next portion of what you should be writing into different section for experience and for fresher. So for experienced person, you can simply mention I am BBBB, whatever is your name, with 5 years in the domain of sales analytics, working as BI lead with some company. While working at this company, I had opportunity of working on building a team to work on the data analytics project, working on a project to do cost analysis and analyzing the recent spike in this increase of prices. And with inputs, we were able to optimize the prices, passing on the benefits ahead, developing an entire ecosystem to ecosystem from designing. So remove the two, from designing till implementation for tracking the business matrix using the BI tools. Now this is for the experienced people, right? Now, if you don't have experience, how are you going to mention all these things, right? So for fresher, what you need to do, you need to tweak this a little bit. So I am this with a degree in computer science from this in university college. I don't have any relevant corporate experience if it's required for this role, but I do have practical experience of working on projects required for this role. Now you will mention whatever you have learned till now. You have done your projects outside your college or in whatever you have learned through Python, through Power BI, through Microsoft SQL, or whatever you have learned, right? You have to mention that details over here. So I have mentioned, okay, you did one project on cost analysis. So you will mention doing cost analysis to find out the reason for price hike, designing new metrics to regular track the decrease in signups to the website. Then you can mention that you have practical working knowledge over tools such as Microsoft SQL Server for database management system, Python for programming, ML algorithm, doing automation, Power BI to visualize and present the data. So I'm just finishing this with a good note that along with this, I'm good at public speaking with my experience in theater, and I have exposure to doing presentations in college. Along with that, you attach your resume. My resume is attached. Please let me know if I need to be more specific about certain things. I hope to hear from you soon and discuss more about my hobbies over a meeting. So this is a nice way of ending your email. Thanks and regards and your name. Now, this email you need to send out to every email ID that you are receiving, the people whom you are connecting with to in the startup space. The benefit of this, it's not like you are applying to one startup and definitely you will get a call next day. It is not like that. But the good thing is, let's say when a company is growing up, right? If not today, if tomorrow they will need to hire you, they will have your CV in the back of their mind and they will remember that, okay, there are a lot of CVs available into their email box. So they will go ahead and check and you will get a call from them. So in the long run, definitely it is going to help you. I'm not saying it will not help you in the short time. Let's say if you're sending out an email and if there is an urgent requirement, you are getting onboarded instantly. It can be like that quick also. But let's say if you are not getting the job right now, you are continuously sending out emails. Down the line, definitely you will get a call back because you are skilled, right? And they know from your resume, from your like email that you have sent across, and sooner or later, as the startups will be growing, they will look for different employees, right? And you will be getting a call. So this is the complete process that you have to follow while you apply the job for the startups. And I hope this helps you in like looking for a job and you get successful in getting placed. So I hope like you find this useful. And as I mentioned, if you found this, if you have find this content helpful, please share with as many people as possible into your network, into your college, so everyone gets benefit from there. We'll see you in another video. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye-bye.